Today we have a special guest here. It's Eiri from KDP Champ, and we will talk about his tool he developed, and he will show us the tool, and so you getting to know each other, Eiri and the community and the tool. And yeah, please stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today, for our next English lesson with our teacher Toby.
Hello. Hello.
And our special guest Eiri, from the developer from KDP Champ. Hi.
Hey, hi guys. Thanks very much for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It was we already had a chat a couple of months ago, and it was such a nice talk. And so I was looking forward today to speak to you again. Now we have to do this English stuff again that we are not really used to. So you have to understand that maybe we have to look for some words sometimes, and we try our best that you understand us. But I think it worked quite well.
Yeah, and I opened the translator people on the right screen. So maybe if you see me something to do on the next screen, I will searching for words.
No worries.
Yeah, I think we will start with your story. Why do you developed KDP Champ? Are you into print on demand or not? Or yeah, how you find this this thing?
Yeah. So yeah, the story started it was kind of strange. My brother-in-law, which is a dentist, was doing KDP for quite some time on his free time. And I remember I had no idea about KDP. And I remember one summer, it was 3 summers ago. So 3 years ago, we went to the beach together and all that. And we were walking and discussing about business ideas and all that. And he kept checking his phone on KDP to see if he made new sales because he just released his new book. And I kept seeing him pulling up his phone and refreshing, doing it again and again and again. I was like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? What's happening? He was like, oh, you know KDP. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, Kindle on Amazon. I was like, yeah, you can publish books and make money, and you can be profitable and all that. And they have this weird dashboard that, you don't get notified if you make a sale. You can only see, the graphs, and I have to zoom in. And he went on and explained how every day he spends hours just staring at the screen, hoping people will order books. And I was like, okay, there is nothing. I asked him, is there anything out there to help you? He was like, yeah, there's a couple of extensions here and there, but no one actually focused on making applications or a website that you can go on a platform and get notified and see all your statistics. So I was like, I took it as a challenge, and I was like, okay. I mean, I know nothing about KDP. I haven't published any books, and still I haven't published any. I'm just a developer. So he was like, okay, let's work together to, I will provide the data so you can test, and you can build a platform to help people, because he joined a lot of communities and seen that people actually wanted something like that for quite some time. So, and that's how the idea was born. I mean, it took us a couple of days to come up with the idea. I mean, through a random discussion. And initially, KDP Champ started as a notification-only platform. So it was only on Android, and you just put your email in, and you get an email when you make a new sale, or a push notification on the phone. But that's how, for a couple of months, that was only what it was doing. And then more and more people started registering and asking for features. And then it developed into a platform where you can see your net profits and from all marketplaces in your preferred currency, and you can put your tax percentage to calculate and all that. And it started building, and now it's released on iPhone as well. So it's cross-platform. And that's how the idea started, and it keeps improving by the day. And it was exciting. Out of simple discussion, the KDP Champ was born. So yeah.
So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about your personal background. I mean, you said you didn't have any experience with KDP, but your experience is programming and app development, or how did this work?
So I'm a software developer. I've studied software engineering, computer engineering, and I worked in various companies developing softwares. It was mainly platform based. Wasn't applications, but because my brother-in-law again got me into Android development, he really likes developing Android applications. That was one of his books that he released about Android. So I studied his book while I was doing the development and all that, and I learned how to do Android and realized that if you do an Android and iOS applications, you reach so many more users. And I started getting into the applications and all that, and it was my side project. It's my baby, actually, as you want to call it. And I spent weekends and all that. So my main background is developer on databases and data analysis and all that. And but through KDP Champ in my journey, I've done the design, the Android application, the iPhone application, and the website and all that to make it cross-platform, and learn how to do Google Chrome and Firefox extensions, which I will explain later. But yeah, I mean, my background is purely the developer, and through KDP Champ, I got into the kind of market of Kindle and all that, which is exciting, and there's so many things happening there, so many opportunities.
So you're now developing the apps and everything on your own, or do you already have a small team behind you, or is it just your baby, as you said, and you do everything?
Yeah, currently I'm doing everything myself, and I really like, for the time being, I really like it that way because it gives that personal feel when someone contacts me and all that. I really get into things and they know who I am. All my users know me and all that, so they know who I am and they really appreciate that vibe. So I don't want to all of a sudden hire someone and the quality starts degrading and you don't get that nice experience. But of course, as it grows and all that, I might have some people to be in the team, but I'm always going to be the prime developer, the one responding and the one taking care of the whole platform, because I really like that interaction. Like I would have never met you guys if it wasn't for KDP Champ, and I really like that opportunity to meet people and engage. So yeah.
That's great. I mean, if it has the size that you still can do it and it isn't too time consuming, I mean, all the support and stuff, then it's awesome. And I really enjoy this as well, because I can see that you're the heart you put into this project, and that's always awesome to see if you meet some developers like this. So let me ask one more question. Is this now your full-time job, or are you still working in a, I don't know, 9 to 5 or something like this?
Yeah, no, I'm still working on a 9 to 5 just because it was a side project. I mean, it's growing and more users is becoming the go-to tool for an author and all that. But because Amazon changes all the time and all that, you cannot just fully rely on one tool and all that. So I have it as my baby, and that's why I'm able to work on weekends on it and all that. But once it starts growing and starts getting bigger and bigger, I will hire people to take over and not take over, they work with me. But yeah, I have it as my little side project. That is growing. It became a whole enterprise. But for the time being, I have a 9 to 5 job that I learned things from it, and I applied also to KDP Champ and making it fast and all that. So it's a win-win situation in a sense. It can be kind of stressful sometimes when you have problems and you have work and all that, but I'm pretty good at managing that. So it's working well for now. So I'm glad about that.
So you come home from work, and then you finally can sit in front of my computer and do KDP Champ.
Yeah, when I was sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, then you do coding the whole night, and then you have to get up for work again.
Yeah,
typical programmer day.
Yeah, exactly. It's it's one of those situations that you are working on a laptop the whole day, and then you come home and you switch on your personal laptop and you start working again. But because I love it so much, it doesn't feel like I'm working. It might come like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and I'm like, oh, time flew by. I didn't even realize, because I really like what I'm doing, and I really like all the positive feedback I get and all the features I implement and see how people react to it and all the users. And that's what keeps me going, like during the weekends, I'll be like, okay, I'll go for a walk, I'll have a coffee and all that, but when I come home, I have to do these features and that and that, and it's always everything revolving around KDP Champ and how I can improve it. And I think that's why it keeps getting more and more users and more people like it, because it always keeps on top of its game. I always add things. I always make sure that it gets faster and better. And I always take every feedback seriously, good or bad, and I try to improve on. I'm not the developer that will develop something and then just be like, that's it. I always try to improve and get feedback and add more features. So yeah.
So everyone can see that you're burning for this project. You told us a little story before how you learned iOS programming in your holidays.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's an interesting one. So when I talked with you guys, that was October or September, when we talked about having this call and talk about KDP Champ. iOS application was not available, and you guys told me, oh, it would be good to have it, because I always had it in my calendar. It's just I was too busy to do it with work and everything, and the new features and all that. And I was like, okay, I have to do it this Christmas. And I took a couple of weeks off from work, and I bought a course about Swift, which is a programming language for iOS. And I did 60 hours in 1 week. So basically, I drank like unlimited amounts of coffee. My heart, I guess, was racing, which wasn't healthy, but I mean, and I've managed to build the application, submit it, go through the tedious process of Apple deployment and all that, learned all that. And as of 14th of February, Valentine's Day, it was available on iOS officially, and it started getting downloads and people and feedback, and I improved it, and now it's stable and people get notifications on the phone. They really like the cha-ching sound that it makes when they make a new sale and all that. So now it's officially cross-platform. It's available on all devices and on browser as well, on any browser. So yeah.
That's awesome. And do you really have most of the features also on the mobile phone, or all features? Or
yes, all features. All features.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great.
Is it the same like on Android?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like a clone of it with just some iPhone features that I had to adjust. Yeah.
I like the Android application really much. It is working really well. Yeah. The only thing that I don't like is the cookie thing you have to do, but it's the same with the browser application. But we will talk about it later. And why this is happening, this is not your fault.
Oh yeah.
It's because Amazon. But I think it's really good to tell the people that is not your fault. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I just had a look at your change log, and it's crazy how many updates you publish every other day almost. It's a new update. Or I always think it's fascinating how you manage to do this if you're doing a 9-to-5 job and still keep publishing these updates. It really reminds me a little bit on our friend from the Productor extension, Timo from the Merch by Amazon extension, and he's also a crazy guy that works all night just to keep pushing updates online, and every day a new feature occurs. And yeah, that's it. I really like you, both of you.
Thanks for saying that. Yeah, it's our passion, right? It's our baby, as I said.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like we are working. It feels like we are helping a community, and we get that positive feedback. I mean, when I get a review, or when people send me an email saying, oh, you've changed my whole KDP business, because I can now see my return on investment and how much I spend, and I know actually how much I'm going to receive, or this ad campaign is not working. I didn't know before, and I had to do all this and that. It really gives me a boost to work even more and make it even better, because I realize I'm changing people's lives, because some people it's their full-time job, right? They support their family by KDP. And if I can make a small impact and positive impact on them, I really appreciate that. And when they give me that feedback. So that's what I think as developers keeps us going and keeps us excited. So yeah.
That's really cool. Nice to hear.
Should we share the screen, or?
Yeah, should we? Because just for our listeners or viewers, we thought about that Eiri is showing us tonight the KDP Champ. The main features, showing us around a little bit. You don't have to go into every little detail, because then we will do a 3-hour show or something, I think. But the main overview, just a small introduction. that would be great.
Okay.
Totally.
So here is the dashboard.
Great. Okay. So here basically is the dashboard that you see when you log in and into your account. You can see a breakdown of the previous month and the current month, and you can see the comparison, how basically you are performing, the percentage increase or decrease depending on how many reads you had, book sales, and all that. So at a glance, you can see your dashboard and see, okay, I made 13,000 this month, and I'm already 13% higher than last month. So you can have those kind of quick looks before going into detail of your reports, and it gives you a really nice feel to see those numbers and be able to improve on and see what you have to do. Also, the dashboard is fully adjustable, so you can move things around. And it will remember that the next time you log in, and you can hide things, of course, if you don't like some stuff to be shown there. For example, I just you just show whatever you want to see. And you can see you have the graphs for the previous month and the current month. As I said, you can hide whatever you want, or you can make it full size. Full size for some, full size, and just have a better detailed.
Nice numbers you have there.
This is a demo account, just for the. I wish I was making that much money at KDP, but I have zero.
Because you said you don't really do KDP yourself, but okay.
This is your Flex account for Instagram.
Yeah. I put that on Instagram and be like, oh, look at me, I'm making money. And on the graphs, you can select anything you want. The most popular one is the spending versus total royalties, which basically gives you how much you've spent versus how much you made, and you see the return on investment and how much is your net royalties. That's what makes KDP Champ unique, apart from the iOS and Android application that is there. You can see your net royalties, which means KDP Champ will get all your advertisement spending and all your royalties that you made on KDP, and it will give you the net after it subtracts and does the calculation for every marketplace. So you don't have to do all this and keep Excel files or notes. And there's a lot of graphs that you can see right here, different books, nice colors. You can adjust the colors I will show you on the profile settings, can change. Basically, it's fully customizable, so you can do it how you like. And then you have the profit and loss, which, I mean, this account is always in a profit, but it will show the, if it's in a loss, it will show a red and then a green. And you can have a quick look and say, okay, yesterday I was profitable, today I'm in a loss, let me go improve things. Or the whole month I've been profitable, and the last month I was in a loss, so I'm doing better. And you have those statistics. At the very bottom, you have the top earners for the day, and you can select if you want to show the top 1, 2, 3, up to the everything you want to see. And it shows you, it breaks down how many paperbacks you had, pre-orders. If I can zoom just a bit so you can have a better look.
That's great,
distribution, and it gives you some clarifications for some statistics. And then you can see your gross spending and then the net royalties down here. And you can see yesterday's top earners and today's top earners. I mean, you see they just changed just a bit. As I said, it's a demo account, so it's just a replication. And that's the dashboard. The one nice feature that I've added recently, as the users grow and they have questions, I know how annoying it can be for a user to send an email and wait, especially if they're trying to fix, to get something to work, and then they send an email and the developer or whoever has the platform doesn't reply. So I've added the live chat, and which you can see my face right there, and you can actually chat with me, and if I'm not sleeping, I will reply. So
so you reply every time,
even if you're sleeping.
Sometimes I do it automatically, like but I have a live chat, which I don't think any other platform does that, and I can immediately help you if you have problems or any concerns. And I think I got very positive feedback for that, because users can immediately engage with me and see that there's a person that cares behind, and if they have any problems, I can get them unstuck. The next thing that you will see,
so you have no Facebook page or Discord or something?
There is a Facebook page, but it's just with all the spam users that keep joining, it became kind of like a page that I no longer maintain. So I wouldn't advise someone to go on the page. If you send me an email, you guys send me an email, I reply immediately. I keep engagement through. I find the personal engagement, I find it way better. And if I release new updates, I have the what's new page, which I will show in a bit, that you can see everything in there without me having to send emails constantly and spam your email and inbox. So one of the features of KDP Champ is notifications. That's how the whole idea started. You can have up to 2 accounts, up to 2 email addresses to get notified. I'll zoom just a bit more. And you can put them in here to when you make a sale or have more reads. If you have new reviews, if you have any changes to your account, basically you get a nice email saying, oh, you made new sales, you may have new reads and how much money you've made and all that. And on the phone, you get push notifications with a nice custom sounds, like you hear a cha-ching sound when you make a sale, and you hear a page raffle when you make page reads, and it goes like that.
Will I get every time I make a sale an email, or just one a day with a summary?
So yeah, thanks for asking that. That's the latest update I released with the paid subscription. You can adjust the time you want to receive. So that was added a day ago. So down here, which I will just go because you asked, you see how often you want to synchronize with KDP, and you can select every 10 minutes up to 6 hours. If you select 6 hours, it means that it will synchronize with KDP every 6 hours, and it will send you an email or a push notification every 6 hours. You're not going to send you every 10 minutes. I mean, if you have a lot of sales, some people said, oh, we get a notification every 10 minutes. Can you increase the frequency? So as always, I listened and I implemented a new feature, right? So
you can have bigger problems than that. To get every 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. That's a nice problem to have, as I said. I mean, if you get notifications every 10 minutes that you have a sale and you're making money, I don't think anyone will be like, oh, that's bad. I don't like that.
But in that case, a daily notification summary would be nice as well, of course. But
yeah, definitely. And also,
because if I put it on every 6 hours, then all the stats only get updated every 6 hours in my dashboard as well.
Yes. But that's a good feature that I will add it to my list to have a daily summary report on PDF breakdown and all that. I think that would be really helpful, and I will actually put that to my list. And you'll be surprised of how quickly I will come up with that. And you see the new update, and then you see like how I develop this. And so, as I said, I make it fully customizable, so users can do exactly what they want and they're not restricted by the platform. So you can untick or tick anything, notifications, email notifications you want to get. So if you don't want to get any notifications about with emails at all, you can untick everything. Or if you want to just get review emails, you just tick that one and you untick all the others, and like so. And the same with push notifications, because push notifications are also on iOS and Android, but also on your browser, you get a really nice push notification. It shows at the bottom right of the screen as you made a new sale. And you can select which kind of push notifications you want to get, and you can disable the web or the Android only or the iOS only. So some people told me, oh, we don't want the web push notifications, we want only the Android or the iOS, fully customizable again. And, custom sounds. So I won't bore you with those details. One thing that you can do and is really help people. As you can see right here, you can select if you want to show your stats based on royalty date or order date. And what that means is that KDP shows you an order date. You made an order today and you had 3 orders today, and that's what the graph shows. But if you want to see when you actually got paid by Amazon, when you actually receive the royalty, you can select it to royalty date, and your graphs will change and say, it will show you actually when you got paid. Because, as you might know, when you make a sale, until it gets shipped, you don't get paid. So by selecting this option, it will change the graphs and show you when you actually receive the royalties instead of when you actually made the order. But usually people like the order date just to be in line with Amazon. But if anyone has any question about that, always chat to me. I'm more than happy to help. Colors about the graphs. I mean, that's pretty simple. You just change it to whatever you want. And if you like any color you want. And for influencers out there or anyone that wants to share screenshots on forums and stuff, you have the blur sensitive information feature. You can blur any sensitive information when you go on your dashboard. For example, if I blur images right here, and I very quickly, so we don't waste time on that, I go on the dashboard. Down here, you see they're already blurred. So any sensitive information you have, it won't be shown, and you won't have to worry about spending time blurring. You focus on making money on KDP rather than blurring stuff out there. I'll just untick this just for the rest of the platform. Okay. As I said, you can select your preferred currency. If any currency you want is not here, just let me know. KDP Champ will use the latest exchange rates on the market every morning to make sure everything works. Preferred formats and everything. Your time zone is automatically detected, but you might want to use any other time zone. And another new update I released recently is you can put your royalty tax percentage and your ad spend tax percentage per marketplace. For example, if in Germany, for example, you have 20% tax, which means that your royalties will drop by 20%, whatever you make, you put it in here and it will automatically calculate it for you. You don't have to do anything extra. And the same is also for the ad spend. For example, if you have 20% in Germany, it will increase your ad spend by 20% because you're going to pay at the end of the day 20% extra to Amazon. And you can do
this is what I think we have to talk about later, that you can connect KDP Champ with your KDP ad account, your Amazon ad account, and let us show your ad spend.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll go now there and I'll take it from there. So there is a lot of stats you can see right here for marketplace. Nice country flags and everything, just to give you a vibe, and also shows the converted. For example, I chose euros in this account, but it also shows the original currency and the percentage of how much you made in each marketplace.
What is the original currency in Brazil?
Rubies. I want to say you took me off guard there, but I really hope for people watching from Brazil, if they do,
if they do,
I'm really sorry.
If you know it, write it in the comments.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or live chat me and say you got it wrong. But so and then the book stats is the biggest page, which has the most statistics of all. You can select all time. For example, if I select all time, you will see a really nice animation. Imagine this account is making close to 500,000. So it will only take a few seconds to load, as you can see, and you will see that the graphs are starting to load up. The reason they're so small is because at the very last month of December 2021, you will see a huge spike that I put some expenses in there. Look, so it's just the way it is. But it breaks down every single month. And it gives you the stats, and you can say again book sold, and you can have for the book sold. As I said, it will look better if you do if let me go monthly, so you don't this month. Last month we'll do anyway, to just show a nicer format. As you can see, it's way nicer. And you can see the royalties and everything, and when you change that, it changed which was your best date, so you know my best and all that. Okay. Down here, you can see dummy title and everything, and you have the links to your book right here.
Yeah, nice.
And so in this table right here, you can see everything broken down: paperbacks, pre-orders, and everything. And then you can see your ad orders, which is the thing that we're gonna talk in a bit. That tells you how KDP Champ gets everything together and puts them in one table, and you can see the whole breakdown down here. How everything is calculated. One of the things, as you can see, the gross royalties, the spending, which is automatically captured, which I will explain in just a second, and the net royalties that gives you, it breaks it down to every single marketplace, as you can see right here. It gives you the green ones, which are profitable, the red ones, which are in the loss. So one of the things that people asked and users asked and I added is the comparison between two titles or more titles. So if you click on two, you see compare selected rows, and it will give you a really nice breakdown of this graph for the selected dates. And you can see for every single day how much each one made. So you can compare the titles. The colors are randomly generated, so maybe these ones were really bad colors, but I mean, you see, they're just So let's talk about how the ad spend is, which is in the ads monitoring right here. So there is a tutorial that I have right here, which can be found right here. I will explain. So right here, you can see it just has all the flags, kind of like the marketplace stats, but for the ad spending. And also at the very bottom here, it says debt, which means it's how much you owe Amazon from previous months. So just to know that, okay, this month I've made 3,000, but I owe Amazon 1,000. So, you have a better feel of how it's performing.
Okay.
So how the whole KDP Champ works for security purposes and to make sure that the accounts are safe and no fraud.
That is really important for most of the people.
Yeah, exactly. It's the cookies. So one might imagine that KDP Champ will have you have to share your username and password and all that, but it's not the case. The way it's done is we have our own Chrome extension, which you can find on the tutorials for Firefox and Firefox and Google Chrome. And you can also do it through iOS and Android for the cookies. The extension basically is a very basic extension right here. You can see it just wherever you are logged in, it will show a green tick right here like you are logged in, and then you can submit your cookies to KDP Champ by just clicking the button. You have to put your username and password for KDP Champ, and everything is explained in this tutorial, which I will show. So basically how it works. KDP and Amazon in general, if you use username and password, it will ask you for a one-time password, OTP. We'll send you a message and you have to do that. And when that happens, you get emails saying, oh, you've logged in from, I don't know, from England, you logged in from Germany and all that. So Amazon keeps track of that. And when one account logs in with OTP, then the other one will eventually get locked out because that's how Amazon maintains the whole integrity of an account. But with the cookies, since you are anyway sharing your cookies with every platform, when you go on a website, you're sharing them anyway. We figured out a way to keep your account safe without asking you about your username and password, without asking you about OTP. You submit your cookies every 7 to 14 days because that's how often the cookies expire. Sometimes it can be annoying, but it's the safest way and the easiest way to keep your account up to date without having to worry about security or anything. And the cookies are encrypted, of course, just to make sure for security purposes, and they are used to extract data only. This is in our privacy policy and terms and conditions as well. We have no access to your account information or anything like that. It's just that the data Amazon provides, so we can put the graphs and give you the overview that you see in the dashboard. And I've spent some time to make a video tutorial or an image step-by-step tutorial that explains to you, download the extension on Firefox, on Google Chrome. You go through the steps, you go through them once, and then you get used to it. It's not hard to do it. And of course, if you have any questions, just chat to me. I'll help you immediately. And then it shows you that you log into the platform, to your advertising platform, for example, and you can see the green tick right there that it recognizes that you are logged into Amazon.com. And you just put your username and password right here, and you click send cookies to KDP Champ. And then KDP Champ will start doing the synchronization and pull all the data together. One thing to note is that if you click log out from your KDP platform or your advertising platform, the cookies will invalidate and you'll have to resubmit them because for security purposes again. So just make sure that you just close your browser instead of logging out if you want to have a more lasting cookies. There's a few FAQ. If you have cookies expiring often, I have a troubleshoot guide and all that. And that's how it works. When you create an account, the first thing you see is saying submit your cookies, and it takes you through the tutorial. So it might take you a few minutes to set it up, but once you do it one time, the next time is easy. So of course, as I said, any questions, just let me know. I will be more than happy to help you. And once you do that, you see your KDP Champ account at the top right of your dashboard. You say loading data, synchronizing data. And it will finish in depending on how big seller you are. It will take some time. Sometimes it's instant. And again, you can see, for example, it's a different table here that has the total impressions for this book for the period you selected, total clicks, the ASOS right here, which for this one is, what is it, like 361, no, it's 3,621,000% for some reason.
Not the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's performed. Yeah, it's not. Anyway, And every single one of them explains what it is. So if you have any questions, just hover over and you can solve the table. So yeah, and it gives you a green if your return on investment is high, it's positive or negative, and it has the accumulator at the bottom to see the total for every column. So, and you can one thing that users asked and I implemented is the export. You can export in any format you want if you want to store it and keep track for everything. And for your own purposes, you want to look back, you can always log into your account. But some people who like Excel files, CSV files, or just to share with their accountants or whatever. So that's the case right there. So I think the next thing that that is the main thing, and the last thing I believe I'll show. Of course, you have, as I said right here, historical stats and compare months and everything, but you can experience that from you want. Is the custom expenses. Some users asked if they can put custom expenses that KDP Champ is not tracking. For example, someone made a video advertisement with a company and they want to put that expense so it shows on the specific date. You can add a new expense. You select your title, you select the amount, what currency was in, and the description. You add it and it will immediately show on the graphs. So you can add any expenses you want, so you have a more realistic view of your net royalties.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and anything that is new, it will pop out here as a red alert, and you can go on the What's New page, and you can see it has endless updates every now and then. Like you can see that usually today, 1 day ago, 4 days ago, 7 days ago, on the 10th, which was 10 days ago. So constant updates based on the feedback I get and everything, right? So you can track everything in here, and you can see that the tool, me, the developer, I'm actually active and I care about this tool rather than just develop something and leave it there, So yeah, that's KDP Champ in a nutshell, and that's the net royalties is the unique ability of KDP Champ, and of course the iOS, Android, and the cross-platform experience.
It's really awesome. Too many features for me to handle right now, but I have to be. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think it is important for the subscribers or new subscribers to see the dashboard and to know that they can make so many things. I think the statistics are really good. The implementation of the ad spend is really important. Yeah, I like it. I use it now for I think 6 months.
Close to that, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not really good in KDP in selling KDP. I'm better in merch by Amazon, but I want to see my 10 sales in a month in a nice dashboard, and that's why I use KDP Champ, and also I'm buying for KDP Champ.
Maybe we can have a look, because everyone is now interested after all these features, and everybody thinks, oh my god, this has to be the most expensive extension I would own. Maybe you can tell us about your pricing model and the amazing thing that everyone will be happy about, or maybe the small sellers will be happy about, is that there is a free account. And maybe you could show us the pricing or tell us about it.
Yeah, I can show you right here, actually. So yeah, let me just close this. Okay, so there is 2 tiers, basically. There is a free tier, which means that small sellers that they're just getting started, they can have, if they're not making more than £100, which is I think 120 euros. I think at the time now, with approximately around there.
Maybe you can switch to euros, because most of our listeners probably will
be. I even forgot that I put that there.
No problem.
My bad. So 119 euros with the today's exchange rate. So it changes based on the exchange rate of the day. If you never earned since you joined KDP more than 119 euros, then you can use it for free, except you cannot use the ad spending monitoring, because that's the biggest in the premium pack. But you have a 15-day trial that you can use all the features. So the ad spend is there. So you can submit them when you register, and You can see if you like it before joining. And it's under 10 euros, as you can see right here. It may be with the exchange rates changing, it might be up to the maximum of 100 euros. And then you have just, if you can see right here, you only pay roughly 10 months. You save at least 1 month when you pay the annual one.
Yeah.
And you get so many features, and is the cheapest out there, not because it doesn't do much, as you have seen, it does more than the competitors. It's just that I've spent so much time optimizing it and making it fast and not use many resources, to the point where I don't have to add any extra cost to my users. So of course, as features increase and all that, the prices are reasonable. So you can see for the price of 10 euros right here, 9.56, you get so many things. And as I said, this the prices are adjusted daily. So I mean, take that with a grain of salt, as English say. So it means that it might change a bit according to the exchange rates. But is a cheap option, but not a cheap product. It's just that I want to contribute to the community, and I really like helping people and their businesses, rather than putting us 50 euros a month, and then people say, it's so expensive and it doesn't do much. I really like to give more than what I take. So
I think it is a really fair price for this big tool, and it's getting bigger. But what would be more fair than just the price? If you subscribe through our link here, talkondemand.at/KDP Champ, and you support our channel as well. So you support both of us and your own business. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah. But I mean, that's pretty much how KDP Champ works. And one of the things I haven't shown, but you also have a logs page. I mean, right here it will be okay. You can see right here. I mean, as it's a demo account, and the sale is in the future. It's in 5 days. It shows minus here. But if I go down here, you can see like 2 days ago I've made a sale. It shows the book title and the link, how many free units and how many paid units.
And
you can
the marketplace.
See, and the marketplace. So this link is actually taking you to your marketplace for that book. And it's a way of keeping track of your account with just a few clicks, so you can improve. And I think that that's what many people said about the tool, and the feedback I get constantly is that it helps them improve. It's not just something that looks nice. It helps them see what their actual income is, and how they can adjust their campaigns, and how they can change their prices, and how the whole thing works. So hopefully,
and to understand their business better.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think it's amazing. Even the ads implementation, this is very important. I always find myself spending too much on ads and don't really knowing where do I spend it, and which campaigns I should actually delete to make some money. And so I think tools like this really can help. It's awesome. And one more question. The size of the account or the sales, they don't really matter. You have customers that have no sales, and you have customers that make, I don't know, 1 million per year.
The size does not matter, right? I mean, might be a huge account, it might be a small account. It's still KDP Champ is optimized to work with any size, any kind of size accounts, and be fast and all that. So of course, if it's a small account not making more than 100 euros, is free. You get those kind of to give you a boost in your business, because as I said, I really care about helping small authors and any kind of size of authors. So it's kind of like me showing that you can have it for free, experiment and all that, and once you get good, I guess it's time to support my work as well, if you really like it. So
one more question. Do you have any idea, because we are from the print on demand space, and we do merch by Amazon, and we just do maybe these low content, no content books. We are not authors that are selling. So do you know what percentage of your customers, which kind of books they do, or do you don't have any idea where they're coming from?
No, due to one of the main policies I have on the page is I don't access anyone's accounts unless, and everything's encrypted, so I cannot see any. It doesn't make sense. It's just characters at the end of the day on the database.
Sure, yeah.
But I do have a couple of friends that I've got into communication through KDP Champ that they are big authors, both on low content and high content. I mean, I wish I could share some information, but one of the main rules of KDP Champ is confidentiality and security. But what I can say is that both low content and high content make equal amount of money. You can make millions. You just have to focus and I guess find your niche. And it doesn't matter if you have a drawing book or have a cookbook or a fiction book. You can always have millions of sales. And I'm really glad I've met those people through my platform and seen how KDP Champ has actually helped them make even more money. And but yeah, one of the concerns that other people that use other tools have is, the developer can see our data and write books and everything. I mean, I have 0 books on the KDP.
Or steal your ideas or something.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is encrypted, and I don't access your account unless you tell me I have a problem. Can you please have a look? I need your consent to do that.
Sure.
So, and when I say access your account, not your KDP account, your KDP Champ account, I don't have access to your KDP account anyway. But yeah, it's that's why we got the trust of all the users, like big users, small users, and everyone, because we maintain confidentiality and the security and everything. There is no hidden things happening at the back. And we will explain how the cookies work, the security behind it, the things we do. I mean, I do the things I do, and everything, and everything of how it works. And any questions or concern that someone has, I'm always more than happy to explain and sit down with them. And if they're like, I don't want to give my cookies to you, I don't know you, just invite me to a call. I'll find some time in my schedule and I can talk to you and explain how the whole thing works. I'm fully transparent about the whole process. So yeah,
that's awesome. I think I hope that after this show tonight, everyone will know your face now and know that you're a real person and not just some bot somewhere, or I don't know, a big corporation who is behind this tool. And that's you're a really nice guy that likes to talk about the tool, and I love it.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys. Thank you. You are really nice guys too, and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
No problem.
Sure.
No problems.
One last question from your cousin, I think, was the dentist who
my brother-in-law.
Your brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Is he still working as a dentist, or is he now making big bucks with KDP?
He's still working as a dentist. He has his own dentistry, so he doesn't want to leave his patients. He's like all friends to him. But yeah, he managed through KDP Champ to increase his sales and everything. And when I go to Cyprus, because I'm from Cyprus and he lives there, we sit to have a coffee or something during the weekend, and you hear the notification. It's like, is the tool being developed? And I get excited as well. So I think that's the main thing I like about this whole thing. Helping people and also meeting people that I would have never met in my life. And that's the number one thing that I really like about this, to give and also receive that positive feedback and talk to people that I would have never had the opportunity to. So yeah.
That's awesome. I think that I mean, always this thought about changing lives, and I mean, maybe only the possibility to sell on Amazon without any fees. You know, it would have been 20 years ago. If you do offline books, you always have to print before, and now you just you can basically start your business without paying anything. And the thought is amazing, and it helps so many people. And if you can improve the workflow, that's great as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Maybe we can make a second part of this interview if you have a big update in the future.
Definitely,
and you can show it to the community. For now, we have 50 minutes. And I think we have to stop because it's
yeah, everybody, if you like this interview, if you still can listen to us with our English, we still have problems talking proper English, but
yeah.
I hope it was not too bad and everyone enjoyed it. And I hope you check out the KDP Champ website and maybe just register, because it's the free account is great. Why not start with the free account? And if you earn, I don't know, more than 120 euros per month, then why not just go to the pro version? That's a great offer. I don't have these free accounts too often. I think it's great. And yeah, show some support. I hope everyone liked seeing you, talking to you.
And if you're not from Germany or Austria, please write a comment down below so we know we have reached the whole world.
Yeah, where are you from? Let us know. We're always looking forward
nice.
to expand.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for having you here.
Thank you for having me, guys. It was great.
Yes. And we will see you in part 2.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.